Hello, welcome back to the Nuance Diaries. I really almost didn't write anything this week, and I like the commitment I keep to myself and to you, which is so ironic if you also read New Yorker Goes West because I have totally been absent from that blog. Anyway, I wanted to write something about this, and I felt bad writing about it, but then I ended up coming to a place that I felt good about, so I'm glad that I did write it. So sometimes just write the thing. And this is, how did we forget that famous people are human? And when did compassion become a rare luxury that even celebrities can't afford? So, as I just mentioned, I hate this part of internet culture where something happens and we all immediately want to comment on it and give our hot takes. And I especially hate how quick society is to make light of something very scary and serious because it happened to a celebrity. I also hate how righteous people can be, as if having a keyboard gives us the right to say what kind of behavior is okay and not okay. But I will say, at the risk of being righteous, it is deeply unsettling to be seeing memes already of Cynthia Erivo protecting Ariana Grande. I will not go into exactly what happened, but I will link an article because it was just an upsetting, encounter and assault, really, in Singapore on the red carpet. I will also say that I think these actions, making memes like this, have less to do with singular individuals making such memes and more to do with the very parasocial relationship many people have honestly been encouraged to have with celebrities through the access to the paparazzi and the internet perpetuated and allowed. We are not entitled to know anything about anyone's personal life beyond what they choose to show us. Knowing how a politician is spending their time during a national disaster is far different than knowing how a celebrity is spending their vacation. Politicians have chosen to devote a portion or all of their life to public service, and that duty does come with certain expectations. Celebrities should not have to carry the same expectations, and yet they do. All public figures are not alike. They are all human, though, and no human should be denied of dignity, empathy, respect, or safety. I will admit that I have watched the video of Cynthia protecting Ariana / Ariana being attacked several times from several angles and a few times in 0.5 speed. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was like watching a car crash, not being able to look away. And of course, it felt like there was something voyeuristic about watching again and again. Even as someone with CPTSD, I can only begin to imagine and never fully grasp what went through Ariana's mind. How scared she must have been. How scared Cynthia must have been when she lunged into action. I couldn't help but hear the echo of Alphaba yelling, "Leave her alone! Nothing to do with this! I'm the one you want! It's me!" In the final moments of Wicked Part 1. A natural protector, on and off screen. And then I felt guilty for thinking of that moment in the film when faced with a scary moment from reality. It's like when the fires were raging through LA and reporters pointed out that Milo Ventimiglia had now lost his house in a fire on camera, and This Is Us, when his character famously passed away, and now in real life. I can't imagine. I can, but I can't. What it was like to even think about that parallel while evacuating your house with your pets and your pregnant wife who was about to give birth any day. I could also talk more about the outrageous lack of humanity that was shown to celebrities during those fires, but that's a long tangent. We have to stretch our hearts wider and deepen our capacity for empathy. I can feel horrified by what happened to Ariana Grande and wish her and Cynthia Erivo and Michelle Yu and all of their loved ones nothing but peace and really good security. I can feel all of that while simultaneously being disgusted by my government and looking up food banks to donate money to. We don't have to pick one unspeakably horrible thing to amplify and feel bad about at a time. We don't have to compare. I'm typing, as you can see or hear. We can and must feel it all. That's my mandate to myself. I want to be as happy for myself as I am for my friends. I want to feel their losses deeply as my own. I want to open my heart to a stranger in need the same way that I would to my loved ones. It costs me nothing to send well wishes and love to multiple people who are struggling. It does cost me, and you actually, something, to post casually cruel and deeply unnecessary comments like, can we stop talking about XYZ celebrity and focus on people who are dying? You can point all of your energy and focus towards anything you deem worthy without criticizing where others point theirs. You can inspire me to care about things that you do without putting down things I care about. Are there moments in life that put many of our issues into perspective? Sure. But that doesn't mean we shame people, celebrities included, for the things that they're facing in their lives. Earlier this year in therapy, I talked about the anxiety attack I had after finding out Trader Joe's was out of my brown sugar oat milk creamer. I cried alone in the kitchen when I found out that Glenn Doyle's sister Amanda had cancer and is doing much better, thank God. I'm sad that that actor from Dawson's Creek had to sell his memorabilia to pay for cancer treatment. I will continue sending good energy and love and light to Ariana Grande. I really hope this person who keeps charging at celebrities finds something better to do. And I hope that one day when they maybe start healing and really deeply reflect on whatever has caused them to act this way, they change their ways and find some redemption. Not being able to see suffering that you're causing others is its own kind of suffering, I think. I hope anyone who loves him, who is horrified by his behavior or their behavior, can find some peace too. You kind of can't imagine what it's like to be associated with or even related to someone who has committed a crime until it happens. There's a play that I went to see at the Roundabout that I'll link here that I can't remember the name of right now, that talks about these things and the mother of somebody who commits a crime in a different arena, not a comparison. And it opened my perspective a lot, my perspective. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. If you walk away from this very windy essay, reading this, listening to this, with just one thing on your heart, let it be this. Dismissing and diminishing someone else's pain is never a compassionate thing to do. Dismissing and diminishing someone else's pain is never a compassionate thing to do. Having less empathy for a human being based on their privilege is never a compassionate thing to do. Am I going to personally try to contact celebrities who my heart goes out to? No. That's where the parasocial part kicks in, I think. I can feel my feelings and also acknowledge that I don't personally know any of these celebrities that I admire and, can't do the tangible things for them that I would do for my loved ones. But the thing is, going out of your way to criticize everyone else's response to a celebrity's pain, I think that's just as parasocial in a different way. Part of me really just wants to end this with stop being mean on the internet and touch grass. But instead, I'm going to put my phone down and pour a glass of poppy soda and eat some eggplant parmesan from Costco while I watch the latest episode of The Murdaugh Murders on Hulu. R.I.P. to the real-life Maggie Murdaugh and the fictional version played by the oh-so-brilliant Patricia Arquette, who also did a fantastic job in the act playing the deceased Deep Blanchard. She deserves to live through one of these docuseries one day. And Jeremy Jordan on Broadway has a similar fate as well. He's been playing people who die a lot, like in The Great Gatsby and Floyd Collins. So just a little afternote. Okay. Part of me also, this is not in the essay, feels the need to again, now defend myself because I feel like people are going to be like, why are you using your blog space to talk about this when there's people doing X, Y, and Z? And I feel like linking all of that and talking about whatever. But again, I am talking about the fact that I can have compassion for multiple things, and I'm going to let this sit on its own and not link to my entire archive where I've talked about countless other things and issues facing the world. If you walk away from this and think, oh my God, Alexa wants me to stop thinking about, immigrants in court and people facing their SNAP benefits going away and Palestine and everything, then you have missed the point, because that is not what I said. And that's not what I said, not what I think. So that's the point. You can have more compassion than you think for everyone. And widening your heart actually just says that. It widens your heart. You widen it, you deepen it. You don't, it's not an unlimited, it's not a limited resource. It's not a finite resource. You can have more and more compassion, more and more love. And maybe I sound very hippy dippy. Maybe I'm going on a rant, but this is what's on my heart today. And in the year of our, Alphaba 2025, I am going to say what I want and what's on my heart and mind on my blog while I am alive and here to say the things. Okay, that's it. Bye.